Welcome back. Time now is 6:19. Now the 13th annual Heat the Streets Run and Walk for Warmth is just about a month away. Now joining us to talk about the event is Britton Gable from Omaha Public Power District and Judy Martin, executive of Common Fund. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Thank
you
for having us. Now tell us the idea for how this event started. I know it's being put on by OPPD and MUD, but how did this whole idea come about?
13 years ago. We looked at what type of fundraising was going on in the community to raise both awareness and funds for this event. And so we decided that when should we have the event, and we wanted to have it in the middle of the winter when it was cold to raise awareness of the need for utility assistance.
Yeah, and you mentioned last year was a very cold year when you guys got to do this.
Yes.
Now this helps those struggling to pay their utility bills and for families and individuals living paycheck to paycheck. How many people are we talking about here?
Well, according to the United Way 211 assistance line, over the largest call that they get, the largest number of calls that they get for assistance is utility assistance. And when you combine the utility assistance calls and the rental housing, it accounts for over 50% of all the calls that come in. So our program, Common Fund of the Heartland, brings together 11 different agencies that assist clients in the community. So the numbers that we serve are a large number, but there's a bigger need out there for those that just need one-time crisis assistance, or those that really need to get some prevention and get some counseling and work with the agencies going forward. So we on average help between 2,000 and 4,000 households a year, and more individuals than that.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a big need.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you guys last year, I believe, have raised, I think it was like 88,000 last year?
It was $81,000.
81,000. And what's your goal for this year?
This year our goal is to raise $100,000, and we're well on our way to that. So we really want to get as many people to participate in this event as possible. To actually register the event, you just have to go to HeatTheStreets.org. Until March 4th, the 1 mile walk is $25 and the 5K is $35, and all those proceeds go directly towards the program.
And local people locally here. Now the event is a timed 5K, as you said, and it's a family-friendly 1 mile walk. And if you register by March 4th, you can get the early discount, which you told us about. Again, this is such a great event because it's all local and it's staying locally here. What was, from your experience last year, what did that look like?
Last year was a lot of fun. It was really cold, but we had a great turnout. I brought my family with me, my daughters and my kids, and we still went and we walked around. What it does, it truly does bring awareness. It was cold, but it brought awareness towards the energy insecurity and the needs that are within our local community.
Yeah, and all kids can come, very family friendly.
In fact, every year it's a little bit different as far as some of the extracurriculars that we have going on, but the kids will love the mascots we have. We really work on trying to get some excitement for everybody to come. So they just need to, we have a lot of people that come back every single year because they know the event, they support the cause, and they love the community coming together. But we also have new ones that come every year, so you just need to come on down and get registered and have some fun for the morning.
Absolutely.
We will have the Salvation Army canteen will be there, serving coffee and hot cocoa, so you can keep warm. And it's a fun event.
Yeah, and for people to come watch and support as well.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, Heat the Streets Run and Walk for Warmth is Saturday, March 7th. It begins and ends at Exarban Village at 67th and Center Streets in Omaha. To register or for more information, you can go to HeatTheStreetsOmaha.org. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Jennifer Griswold with 3 News Now, and here's a look at what's happening now. We've learned more about Tuesday.
Is your water too hot or too cold? Maybe your water heater needs a little TLC. You gotta get Grunwald. Extend the life of your water heater. Let Grunwald flush your system today. For heating, cooling, and plumbing, you gotta get Grunwald.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Find your style at Menards with 11% off Patriot Lighting.
Or you could add stylish storage with 11% off all Dakota shelving. Insulate and save big on energy costs, plus get 11% off.
Create your dream Clearview kitchen with 11% off.
You'll be floored by our vinyl plank flooring. Get 11% off all of it.
Whatever you're working on, you'll get 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Thousands in savings on thousands of home furnishings from the original deep, deep discounter, Mrs. B's. On furniture, on flooring, on mattresses, on clearance and more. Mrs. B's crushes the competition. Bargain lovers know where to go. This queen bed is just $69. That's 59% off suggested retail. This sofa and love seat are only $639. It's a new store every day filled with bargain-saving treasures, overstocks, special buys, canceled orders, one-of-a-kinds, and more. Mrs. B's Clearance Center.
Are you considering a career in broadcasting? With the help of KMTV3 and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association Foundation, you can be a part of this exciting field. We're offering two $2,000 scholarships to four-year college and university students who will have completed 30 credits as of May 31st, 2020. Let us help you reach your career goals. For more information, contact KMTV3. Applications must be received by the NBA by March 2nd, 2020. This weather alert forecast sponsored by Elite Exteriors, roofing, siding, windows, and storm damage.
The main wave of snow has moved through already overnight, pushed into more central parts of Iowa now, but still some few spotty lighter snow showers moving through the Omaha metro still right now at times. And again, that's a little bit more scattered where that first round was pretty widespread and solid. So we have a little bit more to get through, but again, most areas picked up a dusting at some point overnight last night. And again, not going to cause major issues as far as the snow goes on the roadways, but unfortunately that's made for wet roads. And now temperatures are falling behind our latest cold front, and that is going to be continuing to drop temperatures here over the next couple of hours. And we are already below freezing. So 27 in Omaha, 20 up to our north in Norfolk and Sioux City. So again, those areas along and north of I-80 especially need to watch out for some icy spots, even if the roads do just look wet, especially if your roads have not been treated by your local city. Low 30s still down to the south, but again, that colder air continuing to push south will drop you guys into the 20s shortly as well. O'Neill 21, Valentine 21, and Spencer right now coming in at 17 degrees. That's where our cooler air is coming from right now. And look at this, Boots, our Nebraska Humane Society dog of the day. 5 years old, right now looking for a forever home and forever family to hang out with the rest of her life. And with Boots being 5 years old, doesn't have all that puppy energy. So if you're looking for a little bit more of a tame dog, Boots might be the right pick for you. Look at those adorable brown eyes. Looking up at you, just giving you that guilt trip of come adopt me. We're also told though, with Boots being 5 years old, likes to go for a walk, but doesn't have to constantly be going on walks or trying to burn that energy. So again, if you're looking for a quieter dog, go check out Boots over at the Humane Society. If not, if you want one of those puppies with a puppy energy, I'm sure they got plenty of those out there as well. As far as the dog walks today, again, watch for some icy spots on untreated sidewalks as temperatures continue to fall. Even at lunchtime for your break, if you're going home, we'll still be in the mid-20s for those walks. And if you're waiting until you get home from work this afternoon, we'll be in the mid-20s then at that point too. And then at 9 o'clock down into low 20s if you're holding off till after the dinner. But again, either way, a little bit cooler compared to yesterday. Hopefully a little bit of late day sunshine, but that's mainly going to be across parts of eastern Nebraska.
Get the latest news and weather when you want on 3newsnow.com.
When it's cold outside, all you want to do is stay warm.
But there are thousands of people in Omaha who don't have what they need to face the dangerous cold.
So we're getting together with Heartland Hope Mission to do something about it.
Jennifer's Warmth for Winter. Drop off new or gently used coats, hats, gloves, or blankets at a Godfather's Pizza near you.
Join us in donating and help keep our neighbors warm.
Do it.
Seriously. Seriously. Seriously? Seriously?
Seriously?
Seriously. Seriously?
If you didn't plan for it, you're not planning. From here forward, Edelman Financial Engines. Make the President's Holiday a savings holiday with Nebraska Furniture Mart. Take 10% off the already low Mart price on all furniture and flooring. Plus, find hot deals on appliances and electronics. With August 2022 financing on qualifying purchases. Shop our huge selection, the basics to the best, in one amazing home furnishing store. Then, save on furniture and flooring with hot deals on appliances and electronics during the President's Day sale at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Girl, wait. Once you take that bite, you can't go back to breakfast like this.
Little squirt of mayo?
I'm good.
It's time to change your life. For breakfast, freshly prepared chicken McGriddles, now at McDonald's nationwide. Wake up breakfast.
Let's see. Welding certification, extensive job site experience. Your reference says you're a highly responsible, detail-oriented professional. Seems to me you're just the kind of person I want on my crew.
Quality learning experiences in a child's first 5 years encourage the self-discipline, critical thinking, and reliability we need to build a stronger Nebraska. Meet your future. Find out more at first5nebraska.org.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and a leg for the postage. I remember setting up ShipStation. I think it was just like 1 or 2 clicks. Everything was up and running. I was printing out labels and saving money.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, were cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/deal and get 2 months free.
This is KMTV 3 News Now, this morning.
Good morning, I'm Maya Sines. Happy Friday. Thanks for starting your morning with us.
And I'm Courtney Johns. Today is February 7th, and we'll have a look at this morning's top stories in just a moment.
But first, let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast with meteorologist Mark Sids. And Mark, we woke up to a little bit of snow, but thankfully I think that'll be it for the weekend.
Hopefully.
Yes, for most of us it will be. So still some of that light spotty stuff going through. But ladies, you drove through the worst of it this morning in that kind of first wave that moved through. So I know for us, roads weren't that bad, right?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad out there.
No, not a lot. I mean, it looked wet, but nothing to, to where there was any problems.
And we were lucky. When we came into work, we were in the low 30s, so freezing wasn't an issue. But now that we've fallen into the 20s, that colder air moving in, we could start to see some issues out there on the roadways, especially the untreated ones. So, some of this dusting of snow just kind of wetted some of the roadways, so they look fine to drive on. But remember, temperatures now down into the 20s. We could start to see a few icy spots out there for your morning commute as expected. But again, the first wave, that was the worst of it. That's what gave most of us a dusting of snow. That's now out towards the central part of Iowa, and now just some lighter stuff moving through in kind of this little second wave that's been dropping in through Omaha. In Omaha, we're about 3/4 of the way through that little secondary wave of snow, so give another half hour and we'll probably be done with that as we go through the rest of the morning. But again, temperatures continuing to fall. Right now, 27 in Omaha. The reason why temperatures are still falling so dramatically this morning is because a cold front passed through, and that's what helped kick off that snow overnight. And so our winds are now in the northwest, a little bit breezy at 15 miles per hour, but they're pulling in colder air at this time and making it feel like 15 degrees. Other parts of the metro, Elkhorn 24, Gretna 25, and Carter Lake, you guys just a touch warmer at 27. Also 27 Plattsmouth, but mid-20s for La Vista and Springfield. So for the kiddos at the bus stop, watch for some of those slick spots on untreated sidewalks and roads or the crosswalks that they're walking to school. And then when they get home this afternoon, not going to be a whole lot warmer, about 28. A lot of it's still mostly cloudy, but parts of eastern Nebraska will see a little bit of sunshine at times later on this afternoon. But again, don't worry, chilly today, but start of the weekend looking a lot better tomorrow. We'll have the details on that in just a little bit. Ladies.
All right, thank you, Mark. The World Health Organization is holding a global research and innovation forum next week.
And the point is to come up with an effective response to the outbreak. China's central television, known as CCTV, says 2 babies are infected. A doctor who initially warned about the coronavirus is confirmed to have died from the virus. It's also starting to impact economics. It's hurting Apple's plans to produce more AirPods and delayed Nintendo's production of the Switch console.
And the spotlight is now on Omaha and the global effort to put the brakes on the coronavirus.
Dozens who may have been exposed in China are now just hours away. They're expected to arrive at Eppley Airfield later today. Here's a live look at the Omaha airport where crews are ready. Their flight left Wuhan, China yesterday. Now, people on board will be quarantined at Camp Ashland. Medical teams have practiced for the arrival of the passengers who will arrive on a civilian plane. They ran through the steps of the shuttle ride from Eppley Airfield to Camp Ashland. Officials there expect expect all ages from children to adults. And once they arrive, they'll complete a pre-screening, which could take a couple of hours.
We get a flight tracker the whole way. So the last time their wheel's up, we'll know what the distance is to get to us. So we'll be able to follow them. It won't be until that last flight where we'll really know exactly what time to expect them.
The passengers will then board a bus and head to Camp Ashland, where they'll be quarantined. They'll stay in housing similar to hotel rooms and have access to TV, wireless internet, and a gym. Families will be housed together.
Now, if a patient does test positive for coronavirus, they'll be sent to UNMC.
3 News Now reporter John Kipper has more on UNMC's role and how they prepared for this type of outbreak.
Now, if a patient does test positive, UNMC officials say that they're coming to Nebraska for a reason. That's because their staff has been training for situations just like this for years, and that they will be ready for whatever comes at them.
The extent of training and preparation that has gone on for this type of event is truly remarkable.
The staff at UNMC and Nebraska Medicine have been through this before. Back in 2014, patients infected with the Ebola virus were sent to the biocontainment unit for treatment. Over the last 5+ years, staff have continued to train for viruses like that, as well as everything else, including respiratory illnesses like the coronavirus.
Our all-volunteer staff has been training and preparing for years for exactly this circumstance.
If a quarantined person tests positive for any respiratory illness at Camp Ashland, they'll take a special transport to be evaluated by a doctor. If it's less serious, they'll be quarantined here in the new Davis Global Center, which contains 20 hotel-style rooms. If symptoms are severe, they'll go to the same facility that was used to treat Ebola patients.
If they have symptoms such that require hospitalization, we will take them to the biocontainment unit.
UNMC says that unit is the largest of its kind in the country.
We feel that we have the best facility in the world to manage this type of eventuality.
Governor Pete Ricketts said that Nebraskans stepped up last year for the flooding. Now they're being asked to again, this time to protect the country.
We have a duty to our fellow Americans to be able to help these rescued folks and make sure that we continue to protect not only their safety, but safety of all Americans.
Reporting in Omaha, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
Officials say everyone coming to Nebraska will be considered healthy, but because they were in China, they may have been exposed to the coronavirus. And because of this, they're taking every precaution they can in order to keep the illness from spreading. And you can learn more about the China evacuees who will be under quarantine here in Nebraska on our website, 3newsnow.com.
Sarpy County deputies arrested a 27-year-old man in connection with a deadly crash back in December. The sheriff's office says 27-year-old Joshua Martinez was booked on 2 counts of misdemeanor motor vehicle homicide, driving too fast for the conditions, and not meeting tire requirements. On December 15th, deputies say Martinez was involved in a 2-car crash on a snowy highway that killed 2 of his passengers, 19-year-old Gabriel Ramirez and 20-year-old Bo Dasher. A man and a woman in a pickup had serious injuries, and a 1-year-old in the back seat was not hurt. Joshua Keto admits to being at the river with Ty Thomas the night she went missing. Now, it's the first time jurors hear what the murder suspect says is the truth. An entire day of testimony was dedicated to the hours Josh Keto took to tell investigators what he says happened the night the 19-year-old woman disappeared from Peru State College. Keto changed his story. Keto claimed he left Ty Thomas standing at the banks of the river alive. Later, investigators continued to interview him at the Missouri River to show them exactly where everything happened.
Okay, 100 things went to my head. Everybody else rode down the road and seen her walking and took her. She was drunk. She fell down somewhere, broke her leg, and froze to death.
The defense argued no DNA was left behind by Ty Thomas at the river and that Keto's footprints were not identified in that area either. Investigators testified they combed through Keto's car very thoroughly and were unable to find any evidence for this criminal case. Now, one of the judges appointed to decide if Aubrey Trail should get the death penalty recuses herself from the case. District Judge Julie Smith helped draft Nebraska's controversial lethal injection protocol when she worked as a prison system lawyer. Trail is convicted of killing 24-year-old Sidney Loof back in November of 2017. His death penalty hearing is set for June.
The Iowa Democratic Party is now reporting all the results just days after the caucus. Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders now hold a narrow lead. The chairman of the Democratic National Committee is calling for a recanvass of the results. A recanvassing would involve reviewing the worksheets from each caucus site to ensure their accuracy. A professor of politics at Drake University says the caucus fiasco is embarrassing for the Democratic Party.
What they're suggesting is that this year, at least, the Iowa Democratic Party is not capable of playing in the major leagues. This is egg on the face of the Iowa Democratic Party. It's also egg on the face of the National Democratic Party as well, because they're the ones who said, yes, Iowa will still go first in the nation.
Sources say the National Democratic Party chair called for a recanvass due to concerns about how the state party was dealing with satellite caucus sites.
Today is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. The day is dedicated to raising awareness about HIV among the Black community and encourage people to get tested and treated for HIV. This year's theme is Together for Love, Stop HIV Stigma. The Douglas County Health Department offers low cost or even free HIV tests when people visit the clinic.
Today is a day to really go red, and this time it has nothing to do with Nebraska football. Today is National Wear Red Day. It's celebrated the first Friday of every February, and it kicks off American Heart Month. The day is to raise awareness about heart disease in women, and tonight the Woodman Life Tower will be lit in red to support Wear Red Day. KMTV is a proud partner of the American Heart Association, and this includes the Heart Ball on February 29th, as well as the Heart Walk and Go Red Expo.
Traffic Now, sponsored by Rebath. Full bathroom remodels made effortless. Schedule an in-home design appointment today.
Good morning. Today's light dusting of snow not doing a whole lot to slow you down as we get into the morning commute. One possible accident at this time that's resulting in a stalled vehicle westbound Dodge at 96th Street in the far right lane. Police are on the scene for traffic control. We also have lights flashing red in all directions at 78th and Dodge. Use caution through that area. All your main thoroughfares are moving along smoothly. I-80, 680 to 480 and into Iowa above or at posted speeds. Same thing for 680 north and southbound as well as the JFK. Make sure you give yourself just a little bit extra time this morning as it may be a little slick getting out of your neighborhood. Some construction and street closures to look out for this morning other than what you see on your screen. Leavenworth is restricted in both directions at 37th Street for utility work, and 11th and Jones is closed for utility work. That's your traffic update. I'm Cam Broham on 3 News Now this morning.
All right, thanks, Cam. Well, it's that time of the morning where we take a look at the stories or videos that we'll be talking about today.
Yeah, and if you're looking for love in all the wrong places, you might be able to score some free food. Burger King will give you a free Whopper if you show them a picture of your ex. It's a promotion with the new film Birds of Prey. Select Burger Kings will be giving away Whoppers right around Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, this does not include our area. The locations are New York, San Francisco, LA, and Boston.
So you just show a picture of your ex and say,
yeah. What if you have more than one ex? Can you get a bunch of burgers or what?
I say you get 1 Whopper per ex.
1 Whopper per ex.
Some people are going to be super full then by the end of the day.
A lot of Whoppers there. Well, watching the Harlem Globetrotters can make for a fun and exciting evening, and some people are lucky enough to get a photo with the famous basketball team. Now, for a Memphis family, that photo also became a big surprise when their mom snuck into the photo. She had been deployed in Kuwait for the last 7 months, and we don't have the video of this, but it was actually a great video that was circulating online. The dad and the little girl were taking a picture with the entire team. The mom snuck in from behind into the photo, and then they went and showed the photo to the little girl, and she said, "There's Mom." And then they looked back and they saw her. So,
oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, love those stories.
And if you've always wanted to travel to a galaxy far, far away, there is a new hotel for you at Disney. Disney will start taking reservations later this year for Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Travelers can stay for 2 days and 2 nights in a faux spaceship. They'll meet in a terminal and go through a fake blast-off. Then their stay will make them part of a Star Wars narrative.
That looks amazing. I love that.
Courtney is all over it.
Take all of my money.
As long as Chewbacca's in the terminal, I'm cool with it.
Right?
That would be really cool.
I love it.
I like how they have to limit your stay to 2 days and 2 nights. There's so much demand for
well,
it.
And I mean, they could charge just about anything.
Oh, yeah.
People will love that.
Pay for it, absolutely.
Gosh.
Disney buying Star Wars was a solid investment.
Yes. Very smart choice. Someone got a raise there for sure. Well, still to come, another weekend with warmer temperatures. So will you be heading to the car wash? In our consumer report, 4 good reasons why you should be keeping your car clean.
And probably looking like a decent day to get that car washed. Not this morning, but later on this afternoon, and especially for the Saturday, going to be looking good for those. But unfortunately, again, still some light snow coming down, and that has wet the roads and could make for a few icy spots for your morning commutes. Watch out for that. But again, one of the details on that warmer weekend coming up.
With new Casey's Rewards, you can turn pizza into school donations. Download the Casey's app and earn points you can turn into donations to the schools you care about most. Or turn points into Casey's Cash or fuel discounts. Start earning more ways to give and get a little more good. Casey's Rewards. Points for school, points for you, points for fuel, points for good. Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each. Casey's. Here for good.
If you're looking to improve your days, focus on your nights at the Love My Lebeda mattress sale. Flippable pillow plush queen sets start at only $3.99. You'll love our mattress sets with cool gel memory foam now from $5.99 with free delivery and a free bed frame. Experience Telele latex for amazing tension relief and muscle relaxation. Or try an adjustable bed with power base for the ultimate sleep experience. Plus, take 4 years to pay. Find the mattress you'll love at Lebeda Mattress Factory's Love My Lebeda mattress sale.
When you want something fixed the right way, you don't cover it up. That's why at Rebath, we offer complete custom remodels that feature quality materials chosen by you in a free in-home design consultation. Our team will see it through start to finish, so your tub, your shower, your bathroom will fit your lifestyle. And we stand by our products with a lifetime guarantee. It's time to remodel your bathroom with Rebath. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today.
I smoke while I'm watching cartoons. I have my first cigarette of the day when I get up. We smoke in the car on the way to school. I smoke while I'm coloring. I smoke during my nap.
When you smoke around your kids,
I'm down to about a pack a day.
it's like they're smoking. Secondhand smoke can hurt their lung growth and permanently damage lung functions.
I tried quitting. I need to try again.
Secondhand smoke, it's nothing to kid about.
Welcome back. February tends to bring rain and dirty cars, and it gets to the point where many drivers just give up on keeping their cars clean.
Yeah, but consumer reporter John Metarese shows us 4 good reasons to wash your car so you don't waste your money.
Winter is the time of year you need to wash your car the most because it gets mucked up every few days. But with shorter winter days, many drivers will go weeks without a wash. Is that a good idea?
Unlike Clark Griswold, most of us don't want our cars to be an embarrassment. So consider a car wash on those sunny February or March days.
The weather's going to be nice, so I decided that I'd get a car wash.
Auto body shops say there are 4 great reasons to clean that muck off your car. First, washing improves visibility by keeping the mirrors and windows clean to see other cars. 2, a clean car keeps your hands and clothing clean. 3, it keeps the paint shiny and prevents rust. Dust and minerals in road dirt will damage paint over time. And 4, washing improves your car's value. A clean car outside tends to be cleaner inside, which gets better trade-in. But from the Dozen That Stink file, one reason to not wash your car: you may not want your car to stand out in a bad neighborhood by being the shiniest car on a street of clunkers. However, that nasty car might have you saying, "Doesn't that stink?" after a while. Because if it's dirty, it's hard to have much pride in your ride.
Bottom line, unless you're trying to blend in with the neighborhood of old, dirty cars, give yours a wash so you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese for 3 News Now.
This weather alert forecast sponsored by Elite Exteriors, roofing, siding, windows, and storm damage.
We had round 1 of snow. That was overnight, and there it is, kind of moving into the central part of Iowa over the last couple of hours. That was the worst of it and the most widespread snow. That's what gave a lot of us a dusting overnight, and now we're just looking at this little secondary round moving